I don't like whining, but this rain is getting absolutely freaking retarded. Holy crap, I was supposed to change oil in my quad, do a leak down test, compression test because it's using oil. And it is fucking pissing rain again today. Remember my Honda generator? The one that's running outside? Remember when I said I was going to do a timing belt? We still are going to do a timing belt. We're going to wait till winter to do that. Hopefully by then I will be working. I have a second job interview this Monday. I may be able to get a job there. We'll see. But if that's the case, I got some plans. One of them being we're going to turn the F-150 into an overland vehicle. Not the Jeep. The Jeep is too fucking hard on fuel and has nowhere near the carrying capacity that the truck has. And also we're gonna rebuild that Honda generator, plus be able to look for a Cummins engine for this car. Hopefully by that time I will be more further along in the project. But Fedor's coming over today. He's having some issues with his truck. He figures that he's got a vacuum leak, but we're gonna check the short-term and long-term fuel trims. And if they're not close to zero, then we're gonna smoke test his engine, see if we can find a leak. So that's where I'm up to so far in this video. Fuck, there's a bunch of skunks back there. 3 of them. Look at them. We're just looking at Fedor's truck here. They might have a vacuum leak too, because this short-term fuel trim should be closer to 0, but it's actually reading quite high. Alright, so we're going to see if we find the vacuum leak in Fedor's truck. We're not doing so good. We got the K&N filter cone bagged off, but I'm not seeing any smoke coming out of anywhere else. If I pull this line off, smoke should come out, yeah. Your fuel pressure is good at 60 pounds, but your O2 sensor voltage kind of goes below the limit, then over the limit, because what I googled says 0.200 to 0.800, so you can drop down below that and then it goes over. Anyway, it's over now. Now it's in the range. It's over the range. Then it went under. Well, there we go. Now it's chugging. And the L2 sensor voltage is way below range right now. Yeah, that's not good at all. Now your short-term fuel trim is way up at 27, 26, which is way high. Surprise, surprise, it's supposed to be pissing rain all next week too. But in the meantime, before it starts raining, I'm gonna see if I can start getting that piece fitted up. This side doesn't seem to be going too bad. These aftermarket panels never line up, even especially right there. And you got the big gap right there, but I gotta grind that down to probably right about there. Well, looks like parcel day again today. I got another package. Don't know from who or what, so let's crack this bad boy open. This is the wiring harness for the light bar for my truck that Oxbeam sent me. Are you invisible? Are you invisible? What are you doing underneath there? What are you doing? Well, I got this piece put in, and yeah, sorry I didn't get that on camera. I had to kind of work fast. Like I mentioned before, these aftermarket panels never do quite line up perfect, as you can see there. But one of the biggest lifesavers while putting this together is trying to get the panels to line up is using something like that and then tack welding in place. All I gotta do is hit the backside now, get everything stitched in, and still needs a little bit of cleaning up, but I haven't decided if I'm going to use lead filler in here again to smooth that out completely like it was before, or just use Bondo. That is something I'm definitely going to have to figure out. I wonder what it's like to do lead filler. It's probably a lot more dangerous. I might just use Bondo just because it's cheap, it's easy, and I have some in the garage. Remember earlier in the video we talked about Fedor's truck when he came over? I don't know if I have a copy of it on the video, but there was a lean code when I first put the scanner in, and I don't think I included that in the video because he said that was related to the cold air intake and it has nothing to do with what the issue was. Anyways, to make a long story short, what it was going on, as you guys saw in the video, was that the short-term field trim would read so great, like plus 27, hit like 30, and then all of a sudden the O2 sensor and all that would drop completely out. The short-term field trim would drop right off because the computer would kind of go into a mode where it's safe, and then it keeps switching back and forth. And he did manage to change the O2 sensor, and that didn't solve the problem. And I said the problem has to be related to the cold air intake. And he said he's had it on there for years and it's never made a problem. And I said something is telling it that it is running too lean and it's dumping fuel in. And that's why your short-term field trims are way out to lunch. I said in order to troubleshoot it, you have to get rid of that lean code. So if that means you have to put the stock air box back on and then troubleshoot it and go from there. So he did. He put the stock air box back on and re-cleaned the MAF sensor again, and boom, everything was fixed. This vehicle's running normal. Short-term fuel trims are like +8 to -8, which is good. So there you have it. Sometimes the problem is something that you don't think, even though it's never caused you problems before, but it's causing you problems now. I think it's motherfucking beer time. Oh yeah. Caribou Genuine 5.5% from my trip when I was in BC. Look at the Caribou. Alright, motherfucking beer time. I haven't had one of these in a while. It's not too bad. Well, we got that back portion in on the 57 Chevy. Sorry I didn't get much of how I did it. Like I said, once you start, you don't want to stop, especially fooling around, trying to get camera angles. You just want to get it done. It's been fucking raining for the past few weeks, and I finally got a break, and it's supposed to rain again tomorrow and the day after and the day after. So at least that part is done. I still gotta get my quad done. That's a video for my other channel. But anyways, I'm gonna get going. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll make another video when it stops motherfucking raining. Oh yeah, drinking the Caribou.